สำหรับประชาคมอาเซียนวูดดี้มองว่าแม้เราจะเป็นภูมิภาคที่มีความหลากหลายแต่เป็นความหลากหลายที่ลงตัวครับประชาคมอาเซียนมีแผนแม่บทครับว่าด้วยความเชื่อมโยงระหว่างกันในอาเซียนคริสต์ศักราช 2025 ที่เน้นเรื่องของการสร้างความเชื่อมโยงแบบไร้รอยต่อภายในประชาคมอาเซียนไม่ว่าจะเป็นถนนหนทางการขนส่งทางบกทางน้ำทางอากาศเรายังมีความเชื่อมโยงทางด้านเศรษฐกิจด้วยนะครับที่ทำให้เราค้าขายกันได้อย่างคล่องตัวมาโดยตลอดหลายปีที่ผ่านมารวมไปถึงความเชื่อมโยงของประชาชนครับที่ทำให้เรามีความเข้าอกเข้าใจร่วมมือกันได้มากขึ้นวูดดี้เลยมองว่าเราต้องรักษาและก็สานต่อสายสัมพันธ์และความเชื่อมโยงเหล่านี้เอาไว้ให้เข้มแข็งและยั่งยืนครับเพื่อให้เราเป็นคนรุ่นนี้ที่จะส่งต่อความเชื่อมโยงแบบไร้รอยต่อของประชาคมอาเซียนให้กับคนรุ่นหน้ามาร่วมเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในการสร้างอาเซียนที่ยั่งยืนไปด้วยกันนะครับ
ปัจจุบันได้เกิดปัญหาขยะทะเลเป็นจำนวนมากซึ่งเป็นปัญหาระดับโลกทะเลในอาเซียนเป็นทะเลที่สวยในระดับต้นๆของโลกเลยก็ว่าได้แต่ความสวยงามนั้นลดลงเมื่อเราประสบปัญหาขยะในทะเลประชาคมอาเซียนให้ความใส่ใจในเรื่องนี้เป็นอย่างมากจึงขอให้เกิดเวทีหารือเรื่องการลดปริมาณขยะทะเลในกลุ่มประเทศอาเซียนไม่ให้ปริมาณขยะบนบกไหลลงทะเลเพิ่มมากขึ้นส่วนผมเองก็พยายามที่จะลดจำนวนขยะในทะเลด้วยการให้ความสำคัญกับสิ่งแวดล้อมศึกษาเพื่อให้เยาวชนเห็นถึงความสำคัญของการอนุรักษ์ทรัพยากรทางทะเลเพื่อให้คนรุ่นนี้สามารถส่งต่อทะเลที่สวยงามให้กับคนรุ่นหน้าในทั้งภูมิภาคอาเซียนนี้ได้ครับทุกคนสามารถมีส่วนสร้างอาเซียนให้ยั่งยืนไปด้วยกันนะครับ
สถานีวิทยุสรานรม AM 1575การทูตเพื่อประชาชน
เพื่อไทยก้าวไกลทันโลก
สวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะขอต้อนรับเข้าสู่รายการดาวดวงน้อยค่ะวันนี้นะคะแล้วก็มีแขกรับเชิญพิเศษนะคะจากร่วมฤดี International School นะคะหรือว่า RIS นะคะวันนี้เนี่ยก็เดี๋ยวขอแนะนำก่อนเลยดีกว่านะคะcould you please introduce yourself a bit Okay start with Paul เริ่มจากพอก่อนนะคะพอเป็นศิษย์เก่าของร่วมฤดีนะคะวันนี้ก็เชิญพอมานะคะพอก็อยู่กองการสื่อมวลชนกรมสารนิเทศนะคะ and we have our three guests two of them are a student and heads of the school yes okay
great
would you like to
sure yeah my name is Dan Smith and I'm the head of school at Ruamrudee International School I've been at the school for 4 years now it's gone very quickly I spent my first 3 years as the high school principal and then this year moved into the head of school position so it's really exciting to see the school from pre-K where I get to go and read great books and stories all the way to the high school students and the juniors like these great young ladies and the seniors who are graduating and helping them with their plans as they go off to university.
Wow, that's very great, amazing. And
I'm Nina and I'm in grade 11 and I'm really excited to be here.
I'm excited too.
No, my turn. Oh, I'm Mimi. I'm in 11th grade and I'm actually very nervous right now. I'm excited.
Okay, we're all I'm also a Ruamrudee student as well. So I graduated in the class of 2010.
Wow.
and working at the ministry for about 10 years. But it's good to see that the ministry is getting involved with RIS as well, which is nice. I think we can help each other out.
Yep.
Yeah. So do you guys like join any extracurriculum or activity of like sport, club, anything in RIS?
Last year I was in varsity softball and also in MUN, and I did a TEDx talk at RIS last year.
TED Talk at RIS, yes.
On what topic?
I did on like the name is called Stronger Together, which means like where we want like kids to, you know, not have problems with like bullying and stuff like that with like, and I kind of refer to the Psych Central and stuff.
Cool.
Is it tied to any of like the campaigns by the government, or like I mean, like I remember we had the Prime Minister had sort of a motto about Stronger Together at one point. But there's also, it's quite a common phrase, so it also appeared during Hillary Clinton's campaign back in the US.
The topic kind of links together, where it pretty much, like the phrase Stronger Together can have a lot of meanings. Like there's like many ways that you can refer to it. Yeah.
But for your topic, it's about bullying in school, right?
Yeah.
Or particularly in school or
no, but
in
more
general?
of like in mental health problems with kids in high school, and like what we can do to help and stuff like that.
Well, why are you interested in this topic?
Because I feel like it's an important topic that a lot of people are not aware of.
I think I agree. It probably is an important issue.
And I think Nina, as a student that came in middle school to RIS and experienced middle school where that tends to be more of a challenge, I think
it was mainly last year.
Oh, interesting.
And Nina was really nice.
But as I recall, as you were talking about Stronger Together, a lot of it was trying to create some links with the high school students to support the middle school students, which was really great.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
What about you, Nini?
I'm in varsity basketball, and I'm a link crew. Link crew is when you're a junior or a senior, and you help the kids that come from middle school and when they transfer to high school in 9th grade, and then we help them transfer, get them to know what high school is all about. We, like eat lunch with them and like be friends with them, and like just let them know that high school is not as scary as they think it is, and like everyone is friendly, we're all friendly, and we all can like help each other out to be successful. And I'm also an executive of an Eco Merits Club. It's a club where we go and help animals, and we do fundraising in schools, and we do many activities to help fundraise the like abandoned animals. Yeah.
I love abandoned animals. I have my
abandoned animals.
That's me.
Okay, that's good. You mentioned that you so it's sort of like a system between high school and middle school, where you sort of help sort of like the progression from 8th grade to 9th grade.
Yes.
Why do you think there's like a distinction, or is that just like something people tend to perceive?
I think like I could picture myself when I was in 8th grade, and when I had to go to high school, I was really nervous. I was like scared about like all the gradings, all the GPA, all the IB, APs, and like all about the college. And like at that time, I didn't know Link Crew existed. I had to talk with my friends, and we were like so nervous, like, oh my gosh, like we're so scared. We're actually like growing up like in the real world. We're going to high school. But then like when we actually knew the Link Crew, the seniors that helped us like adapt to high school, we were really happy. We were like, oh, high school is not that scary as what we expected. And like they help us like during exams and during like the study that we don't understand, and like everyone is actually like really, really friendly in high school. And I think it's important that everyone knows that it's like a friendly environment, that everyone can talk to each other. Yeah, that's really important.
I think your class was the first one to have Link Crew again. It had gone away, and we started it. Mr. Sean was there. Do you remember Mr. Sean?
Yes.
Who really got that kicked off. And I think one of the simple symbols of the commitment that you and other Link Crew leaders have is they actually show up to school 2 days before school starts. So, that seems like a little thing, but being there and prepping and being ready, it's an important thing. And that, the question you asked about that change from middle school to high school, I think there really is a challenge there. I think sometimes it gets blown out of proportion a little bit. I think it's almost like a rite of passage. If people are nervous and scared about that. But as they have students from Link Crew and others that help them with that transition, they realize it is a change, and there's probably more homework. I'm getting definite nods of yes there. But it's also just becoming accustomed to that's a fear as much as it is a real change.
I see. When I have to move to like the other school, I also feel nervous and that as well. If I have some friends to take me to have lunch or something, I feel better, right? So it's kind of like bond. It's like the beginning is the first impression that you come to school and you have someone there for you. Okay.
Yeah, because like, being a teenager is always tricky. And to figure out where you want to go or what you want to do.
Yeah.
So what sort of activities does this Link Crew have? So it's basically just liaison between.
Before school starts, like a day or two, we set up an activity for the freshmen to come and know each other, and we set up activities for them to bond with one another. Maybe some of them are new and they really don't know each other much as well. We want them to get to know each other because they're going to be with each other for 4 years until at the end of high school. And then we do set up activities in school, like maybe like a pizza party during lunch, or maybe we have like an activity called Cookies and Cram. It's where we help the younger or like underclassmen study during exam week, and they can always ask us any questions, and we're always there to like help them figure out what to do.
That usually happens in December, and it's the ninth graders for the first time ever are having final exams. And so leaning into that with Link Crew and helping those students understand, well, this is how you study, but also trying to take away some of that stress and anxiety at the same time.
Do you have like one-to-one tutorials for talking with students?
We do have that, and in addition we have tutoring after school as well, and that's what I do as well. After school we choose a day that we're free, and we can pick a category that we want to tutor at, and then they would arrange us with the underclassmen, and they could also be in middle school, and then we would tutor them after school for an hour. And I think that is like a really, really good program because you get to build up your leadership and know how to like deal with kids, and that I feel like I'm like a lot like mature after that.
It's pretty good though, like, because you guys can consult with the thing that you're afraid to ask in the class, right? It's very helpful. So when you study there,
no, we didn't have this program back when I was there. But it sounds like a really good program. I think it's good to, you're working with somebody who's not just a familiar face, a classmate, but somebody who can sympathize with your situation. I think that's a good thing. I mean, because like teenage years, you want somebody who can understand your situation. I think like having an upperclassman be that person instead of just a teacher is very, very useful.
Yeah, our ministry also have a reaching out program as well to the other province. We have a network called Due to Quality, like Young Ambassador. So we established this program 20 years ago for so kind of like building the network around Thailand, and the school network is in the other province. So if RS interesting like to reaching out for the Thai student in the other province as well, we kind of like it's very great that we can help each other. This kind of thing.
Absolutely, we would be very interested in that.
So we are really like encourage them to speaking English, to teach them English. Paul and I also joined one of program, but not in this young ambassador, but also like for the ministry activity that we have to teach English for.
Yes, we help to open a library in one of the provinces. It's basically an ASEAN library. Because this year we're not only are we ASEAN chairmanship, but we've always placed importance on ASEAN. So we go to different schools and we open a library that provides like information about what ASEAN is, how it affects our community, and we give like small classes, so like to raise awareness of like why it's important to be a part of ASEAN.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's actually really useful, and we could like open a club at RIS and and encourage people to go out and just like the old club where you go out and you teach not teach but like help Thai kids or in other provinces and help them learn and give them experience and stuff, share experience.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I want to ask about the TEDx thing.
Yeah.
Was that initiated by yourself, or did you have?
Yeah, I the script was all by myself.
Oh, cool. So, how do you initiate that sort of program?
Actually, last year during before December break, we got an email asking if you want to come try out or if you are interested in doing it. So I went there, just try out for fun, why not? And then and I started talking with one of the teachers that's in charge of this, and then he's really interested, and he's like, okay, you're in. So I start to write my script in my 3 weeks break. So. And we got 2 months to prep, and then so there.
Yeah, it was really exciting to have, and there was a whole variety of students from elementary school all the way through our high school students preparing TED Talks, and they all had to try out, and both to demonstrate what they wanted to talk about, but their ability to stand up on that stage and kind of command the space, which is not an easy thing to do, and it was really a great event. Yeah.
This RIS only school that have TED Talk.
There's also host one. ISB, I think Julah University, Chulalongkorn University also hosts one. I think there are some more.
Yeah.
That's nice. When I was in RIS, I didn't. TED Talks wasn't a thing yet.
Not quite yet. Just
like,
a little too early in 2010.
I think it started probably like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
It started becoming a thing. Yeah. I remember RIS really helped me with public speaking skills. It got you more comfortable with being on stage. Because back in middle school, we get to choose electives, right? I think, and I didn't want to sit and just draw pictures in art class, so I applied for drama and speeches. That was a lot of fun. I think it's the variety of people in the classroom also helped because it's an international school, and we also have a lot of ministry students there. It's a lot of people have different backgrounds. So we have Thai kids that lived abroad. We also have foreign kids that live in Thailand, and it's just everybody has a different perspective. It's a lot of fun. I remember.
Yeah, and I think those speaking opportunities happen more and more, even outside of extracurricular or drama or things like that. The way many of our teachers teach, our kids have to be on the stage, so to speak, in front of the classroom, or debating in small groups, or giving presentations. There really are a lot of opportunities to have to take on that challenge. Sometimes the head of school drags you to the MFA and sits you in a room like this, right? And that's a great opportunity for these two students to do something pretty exciting because of who they are and what they do at RIS.
Yeah, I think this is a great experience to come out and see things I've never seen before. I don't know what this is to begin with, but then I come in and it's something new for me. So I just experienced something new today. I think that's important.
So I was wondering, how many percent does I have Thai kids?
I think we are actually a really diverse community because despite some kids being Thai, they live abroad. They have foreign friends. They have American friends, and so in school we usually speak English more than Thai. So except for Thai class, of course. And all of our teachers, most of them are not from Thailand. I think that's really nice how even though we're an international school, we still have this Thai culture in it where we don't just for example, in America, you would call your teacher by their last name, right? I would call you Mr. Smith. But in Thailand, we in RIS, we still have this culture where we call our teachers by their name, but then we still call them Mr. and Mrs. and we respect teachers and stuff. We have Songkran Day. We have Thai festival stuff. So
Yep.
Nice way.
We're missing, I think, some Thai music performances this afternoon. Yes. Do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, we also have Kon class where we do Thai dance as well, and we do perform. And I've been on stage once. I was really nervous. It was like a very exciting experience. It was during Songkran, and like also in addition, we also have assembly in the morning. I feel like that's really good because like we're like following up to the culture because we're in Thailand. We're supposed to like stand by the song. We do that 2 weeks a day. Yeah.
The other thing I would say in response to that question is the official answer is probably if we're looking at passports, so we're about 80% Thai, but I always push back when somebody asks or references the Thai students because that pretty significant number is very, very different in terms of their background. So many of them, like Nina's a great example, have lived overseas. They've lived in other places and been in international schools, whether it was through the many MFA connections that we have with the school or business, and even a lot of the Thai families that have been here all their lives. They're very internationally minded, involved in international business or travel and other things like that. So it's a pretty diverse group. At the same time, I think it's really powerful. Our connection to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I think, speaks to that in that long-standing role. But to me, I'm really, really proud, and I've said this, I think, a couple of times today, and I see it being here. I'm really proud of the fact that we have a lot of Thai students, and we create opportunities for them to go off to study all around the world. Right, Paul, this is exactly what you experienced, right? To go study philosophy in the U.S. and have this amazing educational experience. But our school contributes to Thailand because so many of them then come back home.
Yes, that's true.
Whether it's coming here to the MFA or as business owners or working in other areas. And so to be a part of an international school that gives back to Thailand and is contributing to the country that it's from, I think is really, really exciting to me. It's one of the things I'm most proud of.
No, I mean, that's
and
true.
this is, and sitting here with you, Paul, is such a great example of that.
No, I mean, a lot of my friends, they're also Thai, but a lot of them still work in Thailand as well. Yeah. I mean, you see a lot of Ruamrudee students all around the place in Bangkok.
Right.
And doing different jobs, like some works at a game company, some do tour groups, some work at the ministry. It's very, very diverse.
Yeah, and in many international schools, my wife attended an international school in another country here in Southeast Asia, and it was very diverse. There were kids from all over the world in probably larger numbers, but their connection now to where they were is very limited. Even their connection to each other is a little bit limited. And the RIS alumni network and those connections, you talked about your 10-year anniversary coming up and being excited about that and seeing those people. I think that's even stronger with RIS because of its connection with Thailand.
Yeah, so I'm I was wondering, what is your future? Do you have plan for your future career? What is your dreams?
I want to study international business. Hopefully in America. Probably in America. And do I mention the name where I want to go?
Sure.
Oh, okay. I want to go to Indiana University, and I want to go to Kelley School of Business in Indiana University, where it's like very focused on business, and I believe it's one of the top 10 business school in the U.S. So I think that's really nice and will create a lot of opportunities for me when I come back to Thailand. Which of course, like what Mr. Dan said, like in RIS where it's like a lot of people are Thai, you go somewhere and then you come back to Thailand, whereas if it was to be like another international school, you're from like everywhere and you just go back to your country and we don't get to come back to Thailand and help our country. I'm doing hotel management and planning to go to Switzerland. Yeah. And it's like they have programs where you study in the university for a year and you do like a 6-month internship and you can go anywhere around the world and they would pay for your expense as well and you get salary as well. So I could actually like
go anywhere. Like I can come back to Thailand, I can go to the US, I could go to Maldives and like all those places.
Yeah. The other thing that's great about the hotel management programs is that they call them hotel management, but they're really people management. So the skills that you pick up in these programs are really transferable. Whether you were to come back here or go somewhere else, the opportunities to manage in lots of other fields really grow through that opportunity, because hotel management, it's really people management. And if you can manage and work with people well, there are a lot of opportunities of where that can take you.
Yeah.
Did you guys do the IB or AP program?
Doing
mix of both. Oh, that's good.
Which is very interesting. I think that's one of the unique. I think we're the only school in Bangkok that provides that mix, both AP and IB, and our students really love having that flexibility to create something that really works for them individually.
And we have a lot of classes to choose from. I know I'm not a science person, so I'm focusing on more of like business side, where I'm choosing IB econ, IB business, and leaning more towards that side. Whereas people where if they want to be a doctor, they just choose chemistry, bio, physics, and stuff like that. But I don't have to choose that because it's not like locked, so I can choose whatever I want, and it will be like my grades are better because I only focus on what I like, the classes that I like, and I know I will be majoring in colleges. So in a college. So I think it's really helpful how we can choose our own classes and stuff like that. You don't have to ask for permission and I have to study this and I don't have to think about anything. When it's summer, I have to think, okay, what class am I taking next year? So it gives you this opportunity to choose what's right for yourself. If you don't like it, you learn from that, you experience it, and then you just move on, change.
And as a liberal arts college prep school too, at the same time, we make sure that you do have to take classes maybe at easier or different levels in all areas, so you still have that really broad exposure. So even though, for example, you're pursuing econ and business at those higher levels, you're still having to take some science, and math fits in with that naturally, but doing some literature and English and things like that's still a part of what you do, and so you're well-rounded and prepared for university.
Same goes to me. I am not a math or science person, so I feel like RIS offers a very, very huge and diverse opportunity for us to choose. Although they require you to take math or science during 9th and 10th grade, but in 11th grade, I feel like we could be more independent and know what we're majoring in what field, so we can focus on those subjects and not to be worried about math or science that we're not good in. We instead focus on the things we know we will do well in.
Yeah. It's kind of refreshing to hear that. Usually when I'm talking to RIS students, it's the other way around. It's I love science and math. We have a lot of strong science and math students too, and they kind of find their ways to work through business or social studies or other areas. So it's refreshing to hear that other side.
Yeah.
Well, today I'm really appreciated to talk with you guys, alumni of RIS and our students and the heads of the school. Yes, I think we a bit ran out of time today, but thank you so much for joining us today. So I hope you see you in the ministry all around the world. And later you will attend to a CEO forum. Right?
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Should we say thank you in Thai to the camera, to the audience? Okay. ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ
เดี๋ยวนี้ทุกอย่างมันเปิดกว้างหมดเลยโลกไซเบอร์โลกอินเทอร์เน็ตมันคือเป็นพื้นที่ที่ทุกคนสามารถที่จะแสดงความเห็นอะไรก็ได้ทุกอย่างมันดีนะคะมันสะดวกมันรวดเร็วแต่มันก็มีภัยคุกคามที่น่ากลัวแล้วมันอาจจะก่อให้เกิดผลต่างๆต่อชีวิตของคนหรือแม้แต่กระทั่งต่อประเทศชาติบ้านเมืองของเราได้เลยค่ะอาเซียนจึงเห็นชอบให้มีการจัดตั้งศูนย์ความร่วมมืออาเซียนญี่ปุ่นเพื่อพัฒนาบุคลากรความมั่นคงปลอดภัยทางไซเบอร์เพื่อให้ประชาคมอาเซียนเนี่ยสามารถก้าวเข้าสู่ยุคดิจิทัลได้อย่างมั่นใจโดยมีระบบป้องกันภัยคุกคามทางไซเบอร์ที่มีประสิทธิภาพค่ะอยากจะเชิญชวนค่ะให้ทุกคนนะคะมาร่วมกันเป็นคนรุ่นนี้ค่ะเพื่อส่งต่อแนวคิดด้านความปลอดภัยมั่นคงทางไซเบอร์ให้กับคนรุ่นหน้าด้วยกันนะคะ ทุกคนสามารถมีส่วนร่วมในการสร้างอาเซียนให้ยั่งยืนไปด้วยกันนะคะ
แอฟมองว่าไม่ว่าจะเป็นเด็กหรือผู้ใหญ่ผู้หญิงหรือผู้ชายเรามีสิทธิในการแสดงความคิดเห็นและได้รับการปฏิบัติอย่างเหมาะสมและเราก็มีส่วนร่วมในการขับเคลื่อนสังคมอย่างเท่าเทียมกันค่ะประชาคมอาเซียนให้ความสำคัญกับการส่งเสริมและคุ้มครองสิทธิเด็กและสตรีเช่นกันโดยการจัดตั้งคณะกรรมาธิการอาเซียนว่าด้วยการส่งเสริมและคุ้มครองสิทธิสตรีและสิทธิเด็กที่เน้นเรื่องการขจัดความรุนแรงต่อเด็กและสตรีส่งเสริมบทบาทและสิทธิของเด็กและสตรีให้มีส่วนร่วมในเรื่องที่จะได้รับผลกระทบโดยตรงมากยิ่งขึ้นถ้าเราให้ความสำคัญกับเรื่องนี้อย่างจริงจังจะช่วยทำให้โลกของเราสวยงามมากยิ่งขึ้นค่ะแอฟขอเชิญชวนคนรุ่นนี้ร่วมกันส่งต่อแนวความคิดในการส่งเสริมและคุ้มครองสิทธิเด็กและสตรีให้กับคนรุ่นหน้าด้วยกันนะคะทุกคนสามารถมีส่วนสร้างอาเซียนให้ยั่งยืนไปด้วยกันนะคะ